Hello, I'm Angel Cinematic. I'm from Byron Bay in Australia. You're listening to Music Existence, and thank you for listening today.
Welcome to another instance of music existence, where because of music, we exist. Tonight,
Mm.
I have not only a very special guest, but a dear friend of mine. Her name is better known as Angel Cinematic. I first became aware of her when she directed a short film in 2018 called Hero, which featured her doing a cover of Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler. She's been keeping busy ever since, and to add to that, she's a huge supporter of mine, which I'm grateful for. She now has a sequel release called The Virtues Project, which is very hero inclined and fittingly very symphonic influenced. We're going to talk about that. We'll also dive a bit more into her background. So, without further ado, Angel.
Thank you so much, Jake. What an introduction. My goodness. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here with you in Music Existence. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So, you kind of briefly described where you lived and kind
Yeah.
of what was it like for you growing up? I know your mom was very into the musical actresses, Ginger Rogers, Grace Kelly,
Oh,
Audrey Hepburn, all of those. So,
really?
did that kind of influence you alongside like contemporary music?
Oh, absolutely. And I'm Scottish and Irish
Yeah.
and 100% second generation born in Australia. But my mum, she used to entertain the troops. She was with the Country Women's Army in Australia. So she used to be on stage with her guitar and singing and doing a lot of country music actually, and even yodeling. Didn't have you heard of yodeling? Mum
Yeah.
used to do. But yeah, everything at home was music, nonstop, 24 hours a day. The moment I was little, I think I was singing and dancing before I was even speaking. There was just constant music playing. And it was totally eclectic, Jake. It was Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, Pavarotti, Barbra Streisand. Mum would just play everything. So I had a very big introduction to a wide field of music.
Oh,
And
shit.
I couldn't stop performing from about three. And I just love dancing and singing. And then they got me a guitar at eight, which I played till I was 14. But I gave it up because I was like very good at it, I think, to be a little bit humble. They sent me into the classical way of guitar and music, and I was getting heavily into theory, and they wanted me to take that further. And I just wanted to play rock songs on the guitar. I wasn't interested in classical at all, so I
Oh,
left that.
wow.
It just was not me.
So
And
like were you really
yeah,
into like Silverchair and Super Jesus
totally.
and Ben Lee and
Yeah,
all that?
yeah. And they wanted me to do pure theory and all the exams, and that's just so was I just wanted to
Meanwhile,
dance.
you wanted to go,
Nuts.
you're gonna want to
Yeah.
fumble.
You know, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
but yeah, so I dropped the guitar, but always kept my love for music and dance and yeah, and film. So they've sort of all come together as a collective in the way I want to express myself even now. So
Yeah, and you come from like a diverse background too. You actually like jumped into the medical field and have like an extensive medical background. So your musical aspirations, were they sort of pushed to the side or were they always
yeah.
there in inklings?
Both. But no, not in Inklings. They were always forefront in my soul. And I just lived music all the time. When I did medicine, I trained as a surgeon actually.
Yeah.
Um, did my general surgery training in Sydney at the RPA, but it was always music. I was in the medical school choir. I was always writing. Mum passed away in 2006. And I bought a Yamaha Tyrus and just did freestyle and composed all these songs and entered competitions and did really well. I thought, oh, it's so much part of my soul. I can't keep it hidden. Um, So it's actually brought me here to you today, where I just really want to just do music full time now. It's just I can't fight it any longer. It's more than a calling. It's just in my blood.
Well, that's really cool that they existed side by side.
Yeah, it kept me sane. Otherwise, I could not just do full-time medicine. I needed to express that creative part of my soul. It's when I feel closest to God, actually. And
Hmm.
I'm very spiritual, not so much religious, but very spiritual. And it's just when I tap in and it channels and the songs write themselves. And when you get into that flow, there's nothing like it. And you're in the studio, it all comes together.
Faith is definitely pertinent to me. It's pertinent to you. It's what
Yes.
keeps us going.
It is. It is. It gives our meaning, I believe, a terrible amount of substance, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And if we're able to express our love and our empathy for the world and pass that on, hopefully it'll be the butterfly effect. That's what I believe. So that's why I feel like I'm a bit of a spiritual warrior that way. I've even in my medicine, I've been like that too. Yeah, do my very best to find in everything I do. My saying is to be beautiful beyond in all you do, and I really try to live that way, as you do too. That's why I just thought you're the greatest, Jake, honestly.
Oh. Sort of right before I was familiar with you, it was all about that Hans Zimmer masterclass with
Oh, yes.
acting, filming, and directing. So how did you get involved with that?
Lon Bath, actually. I was talking to him on Facebook about my compositions and actually shared some of my compositions with him. And he said, he actually introduced me to Hans Zimmer and I enrolled in the masterclass that way. And that's how it began. And Lon Bath has actually been my behind the scenes mentor all the way. And he's always encouraged me, keep going, just keep going, do not give up, just keep going. And one of the songs on my latest EP, I think it was I Am Alive, he said he sent a quick email back to me. He said, I even listened to it twice and turned it right up at the second time. So to get that from Lorne Bath, that's pretty cool. I was very happy
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really cool. It really is. And just to get a bit of context to how I was introduced to you, um, the owner of Music Existence sent me like a press release of your video because I guess one of his
The
contacts
hero one?
was, yeah, it was the hero video. It was sent to me directly, and I was like, "Who
Really?
is this? Who is this angel?" And then
Oh my
I
goodness. You never told me that. That's amazing.
yeah, but the thing is, like,
Wow.
I thought of when I saw your picture, and this is this is going back, when you were a teenager, video games were, it was all about the PS1 era. There was this game called Tekken, and the opposite costume of devil is Angel. And right when I saw your picture, I thought of the announcer say, Angel.
Oh, that's adorable. That's so funny. Do you know why? Do you know why my stage name is Angel? It's just a messenger. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually the name. It's what I do. I want to be a messenger.
Alongside your hair and your glowing aura.
Well, everybody's always called me Angel, and I just thought, oh, that's perfect. And I'm very tall too. So when I get really dressed up and I put on high heels, I'm like 6 foot tall. So yeah, I feel like I'm a bit of a presence, but I think I can use that to help get my message across. So it'll be good.
So your video was sent to me directly. I did a write-up on it. You perfectly encapsulated that sort of, you know, haunting, kind of bleak energy, but also very warm. And I remember typing it. I was like, okay, I've just written this piece. And then I wake up and it's like right when I wake up, I get a message from you. And you're like, is Music Existence hard copy? Because I want to frame this review. Like you definitely captured what I was going for, and I was just incredibly moved by your message. Like just full of warmth. Like, oh man, like I impacted somebody. I felt so grateful.
But exactly what you're saying is how I felt about how you interpreted my vision through my collection of my emotive type. I use my voice as an instrument emotively and my persona and the instrumentation, but you understood the vision perfectly. And that just captured my heart too, because I impacted you and
Yeah.
you understood my vision, which a lot of people, I'm quite different and out there and have a lot of deep meanings in my lyrics and everything. But the hero was, a cover, of course, of Dean's song from Footloose, but you got it. And I was so blessed to have come across you and that you had to come across my work. So yeah, it was a big moment for me.
Yeah, like serendipitous, I think.
I think so too. Yeah. And this is my very first music interview as well.
Oh, that's really cool.
But it had to be you.
Yeah, I'm your first for everything, pretty
You
much.
are. You have to be. Yeah. You're the instigator now for my career. So let's go.
Yeah. So for Hero, you worked with Jamie Messenger, is that
Oh,
right?
he's brilliant. Yes. He's worked with Sia, the Hilltop Hoods. He was the musical director on Neighbours for many
Yeah.
years.
Like the
Yeah.
Australian soap?
Yeah, yeah. So he's an incredible composer and a talent. And I just actually contacted him and said, "Look, I'm really passionate about doing a new arrangement of Hero after Christina Grimmie was shot, unfortunately, by a
Yeah.
stalker, and it really touched me. And I wanted to do it from a female's perspective or from anyone's perspective who's had their life tragically taken from them, and that's how the story arc for the whole Virtues project sort of started. And Jamie said yes. And I was like, wow. So we worked together. We had a wonderful producer, Sue, who had
Yeah.
a US Billboard #1 back in the day with Meryl Bainbridge. Her song was Mouth. I don't
Hmm.
know if you remember it, but it was huge. And he was fantastic. So we went to Melbourne, was in the studio for a week or two, arranging and cutting it. It was a fabulous experience. And then I just did the video. I just directed the video, everything myself, wrote it, wrote the script. Yeah. So edited. Yeah.
That's really awesome. And as far as the Virtues Project, when would you
Yes.
say that really took shape?
Oh, at the time of Hero was conceived because
Yeah.
I wanted it to follow a story arc even from then. Okay, so this has happened to her. Now what's going to happen? So I strongly believe in life after life and life in between lives. So I wanted her to be powerful, to be able to come back and prevent this from happening again. So that's where the story arc, how that started. So we go into I'm alive. So even though her body, her vessel was taken from her, her spirit is now even stronger and she's now able to be alive and come back and to stop these sort of tragedies from happening again. And a storm is coming. It's like, nobody sees this person coming. So um, the short films I'm going to do now for the three tracks that I did in the Virtues Project, I'm going to be like a female Constantine. So, like Keanu Reeves. So I'm quite looking forward to putting all that together now.
It's really awesome, like how your vocals come together. I mean, even just
Thank you.
hearing them isolated, they have like a very lightning style to them. Like the
They
way
can.
the chorus and reverb sort of fit together in the same way.
Shine a light in your darkest hour. Yeah, true. My voice has a lot of natural reverb, so I've got to watch not to go too heavy sometimes with the
Right.
reverb. Yeah, so I very
So
naturally.
like the natural resonance of your voice sometimes can clash with like the effects.
Yes, yes, exactly. That's true.
When I thought of a storm is coming, I just thought of just that like the lightning like supercharging this figure that's still
Yes,
enshrouded and like not yet ready to come down.
that's right. That's right. I had my life taken from me. I transitioned, and now I was starting to channel pure source, and that's the lightning and the power coming within. I have the power of heavens now available to me, and now I can come back and help a lot of people and stop this from happening. And yeah, and particularly it was looking at terrorist cells at the time, but now I'm going to expand it to just helping in general. There's been so much going on in the world lately, so there's a lot more I can do with it and actually extend it out a lot more with my visual imagery when I do the music shorts.
Hmm.
So ultimately, one day I'd like to do the Virtues Project and take it on tour, and the ultimate would be to do some wonderful cathedral settings and have it as immersive art and performance art. And I love what Anima is doing in Millennium, and when they go to the Sphere. I mean,
Yeah.
the new digital technology with like it's almost I've been waiting for this time to be able to have these tools at my hands now with AI
Yeah.
and the imagery and CGI that you can really create something immersive and theatrical and cinematic and breathtaking and really draw people in. Just how film composing and soundtracks bring people in. I mean, this is
Yeah.
such a new direction now. It's fantastic. It's very
That
exciting. And
Yeah, that's really refreshing to hear your perspective on AI because a lot of other people are so jaded by it. They think it's so saturated now, but you see it as a tool.
usually, yes. All my music is still organic. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's all live recordings. Like we had orchestral recordings for all of my tracks. They're all live as well. But for the visual thematics, they're all going to be using AI and CGI. That's the film part of me that I would like to bring in and explore.
Yeah.
And with live features as well too, but that's what I'm working towards. Yes.
And I really like Love Never Dies, especially like when it's brought in a modern context, how everyone's like so disconnected. And,
Exactly.
they've
Yeah.
kind of taken their responsibility for granted, almost, it seems like.
Exactly. Everything's just become very vanilla, hasn't it? So no, that you get it. That's why I think you're absolutely amazing. Like you have such deep context and understanding, and you're such an empath yourself. You can see through all these constructs. I love it, Jay. It's fantastic.
And then what would prequel kind of represent in that case? Is that kind of,
That's going to
bu-
bookend.
yeah,
Yeah, so I'm going to use that as a bookend actually, as the intro and then a fade out at the end. So
right.
it's just like, we're starting to brew. It's like a brewing almost of a forecast that's about to happen. And then at the end, it can also be used as, okay, this is good. We're done. Our job is done. Yeah. So I'll have to tie it in. But it has a really nice build, the prequel.
Yeah, it really does represent that buildup, especially like during like the percussion is very like this is a buildup, It's kind
Yes.
of like holding back just a little bit, but just enough.
Yeah. Did you like Dan's horns in I Am Alive?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Isn't
I
he
was gonna
brilliant?
ask you about. So like the ultimate feat of this is like the last track, I Am Alive. It's extremely catchy. It
It's an
even has like
anthem.
a rock sort of drive to it.
Yeah. I
And
feel like
like,
Batman in that one, actually.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
a
yeah,
Batman
yeah.
song.
So how was it collaborating with Dan Heiser?
Oh, he's amazing. He actually is a music teacher over in the States. And I contacted him as well. And he was a horn player and visits clubs as a horn player and jams. And I just said, look, I really want an anthemic song that's upbeat, that is like very Marvel or DC in nature, that brings this power using, but I want a lot of horn element as well. And he was like on board right from the start. And he said, and we literally got that knocked out of the ballpark in about 2 weeks, from concept to finish. It was fantastic. Yeah. So I'm really happy. I'd like to do some remixes one day, I think, of I Am Alive. I think there's a lot still that can be done with that track.
Yeah, especially like in like an electronic context too.
Yeah. Let's tell Anima that. Let's like shout that out to Anima. He wants to do a
Yeah,
remix
Enema,
of I
get
Am Alive with me.
working.
That could be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I am alive. Like I I like this is like it like impacted me so much and I've even showed it to a couple of friends. It again, it's like really refreshing where you take your influences because in contrast to Hero, which is very operatic sort of in tone. I know you were just doing a cover, but when you get to I Am Alive, you have like a very pop sort of vocal style, and I really love it. It's just so you, it's your natural tone.
Yes. Yeah, and there's going to be a lot more in that direction now too. This was like a cinematic project, but I am definitely going to branch out now and do more cinematic pop. I love symphonic metal. I loved Within Temptation, Evanescence, lots of, wonderful music I was exposed to. So I want to bring a lot of like symphonic metal, cinematic pop into more mainstream tracks from now on as well too.
Yeah, I mean, I actually talked to Paul McCoy from 12 Stones, and he was actually on the Bring Me to Life song. You remember that when you were younger,
Yes,
right?
I do, of course. Wow.
Yeah, and he was talking about the initial like thing, like it was all about the label's involvement with it, and then like he was so afraid of like tampering with her art, and unbeknownst to them, that got revealed, but it was so cool to for him to talk about like everything between me and Amy is good, and you can see they even perform the song together, like when they
Yes,
can.
amazing. I know, amazing. That's the thing at the moment. I love having full control creatively, being
Yeah.
independent. So I actually would like to stay independent as long as possible. Yeah, I think that's very important.
You've taught me something very valuable when it comes to music, when it comes to creativity, just the very art and essence of surrendering. For the longest time, I always thought it meant giving up, holding up the white flag, but then I learned it's all about just letting go.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Allowing that pure source just to channel through you and using all your own special innate gifts and what your actual voice is. Nobody has a voice like Jake or what's going on in your mind or your heart or your soul. You need to bring that out and just let
Yeah.
it be totally free. And you don't have to be in any boxes at all creatively. Like let's push the boundaries, like all this new performance arts and immersive music at the moment. I think it's absolutely wonderful because we're no longer sticking ourselves in boxes. We're exploring, we're collaborating, we're bringing in ideas left and right, and it's exciting. But when you have a very strong vision and someone else doesn't understand that vision, you feel it.
Hmm.
It does not feel right.
Oh
And that's not going
man.
to be your best work, is it? You're not going to get that authentic you out to your fans and the people who love your sound and music and message. So just stay true. You really just got to stay true and honor your soul and your heart, and the right people will find you. Yeah.
Just like you
It's
found
silly.
me and we found
I
each
did.
other.
And it's not, to me, it's not about streams or anything. To me, it is the message. It really is. And that's why I'm into doing statement, immersive art, actually. It's really, really important to me. Yeah. I want to
Hmm.
be a spiritual gangster.
Spiritual gangster.
Yeah.
That's
Do. I've done
yeah.
martial arts and fight choreo.
Yeah, I
I've
know.
been to
You told me
Stunt
about it.
Academy.
You're
I'm
a bit of a
well-rounded.
badass.
I
Yeah.
can be a badass.
Yeah. Considering the career that you've had thus far, what have you learned about yourself, not only as a musician, but as a person?
There's no limits. And once again, stay true. Honor your vision. Keep going. Don't give up. You're going to have days where you think, why am I doing this? But then you look at the state of the world and think, wow, if I can just, like you said, impact one person and make their day brighter or give them some hope. It's all about love and hope in this world. And to know you're not alone and there's support out there, there's people out there to help you and to help grow you and to encourage you to follow your dreams. And that's the thing. You need to honor your gifts because that's where your true passion and love comes from in life. If you hide your gifts and suppress them, it's very hard to find that true, authentic happiness, no matter what you do or how much money you'll make or what sort of house you live in. You have to follow that true passion inside yourself, and whatever your gift is, learn to build it and let it flow. Just get it out there. So that's what I've learned: to be true, honor your vision, and help as many people along the way and encourage them as you can.
Hmm. Lastly, anything you'd like to say to your fans?
I'm just starting, so watch out. Here I come. No, I just hope that everybody understands why I'm doing this. My greatest message is to be kind and to love everybody and to help everyone. And there's going to be dark and there's going to be light. But if you can maintain your true, authentic self and just show the world, look, I'm here, I can help, you are important, and do that through what you love. For me, it's my music and film, and I just want to share it with everybody. And I hope they will love it one day and will resonate with it. That's all I
Hmm.
can ask for.
This has been amazing. Thank you so much for
Thank
not
you,
only
Jay.
keeping in contact with me, but like setting this up. I'm so
Oh,
glad.
my absolute pleasure.
I'm totally grateful for your support over the
Oh,
years.
thank you, Jake. I am too. We're going to be great fans. And when I come to the States, we're definitely going to meet for coffee.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad we did this.
Me too. You have a lovely evening and we'll talk again soon.
Oh man. Have a great um afternoon, whenever it is for you.
It's it's 10:30 Saturday morning.
Okay,
Isn't that
morning.
weird? The next
Yeah.
day. You're in the past.
I'm in it. Yeah,
I'm
you
in the
can predict the
future.
future.
I'm the future angel. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Oh, you're
All right, take
golden.
care,
You're an
lovely.
angel.
I am. I actually think I am. We
Oh
won't
man.
tell anyone that, but I think I am.
You're a feisty one.
Oh, I can be. Yeah. Yeah. And this is just lemonade too.
It's probably full of something else.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
Yeah.
All right. You have a beautiful night and yeah, keep in touch.
All right.
All right. Bye, beautiful.
See you.